don't have to go to Laura Libby, right? And I don't know where stuff like that comes from, but I didn't want to let it continue to fester and grow with misinformation. I don't like to be left in a vacuum. And we have a situation where Val has resigned, so we have to go forward. The board has to go forward. The town is our responsibility. You're all our responsibility. And we've got to go along in an organized way. That's how recent this has been, and I didn't want the general public to go on because of the rumor mill. The only thing that was functioning was the rumor mill, and I wanted to stop that.
I just interject at that point. I did call you on Thursday, and I think you were prepared for a B school and informed you completely.
At 1:45 in the afternoon, and I have no idea what I said at the B school because my brain was absolutely shattered at that point.
We aren't putting another person in a position of that's very difficult. Because I don't think it's just Val's retiring. I think it's an environment that we need to see what's going on and what needs to change.
Thank you, Mrs. Dillon.
My name is Cindy Lang, and I did not receive a notice about this meeting. I just happened to hear it from someone, and I'm just curious about, and this is true for many pieces for me with the town. I'm struggling to know what's going on and have communication. And I have signed up for an email list, and my email has not changed, and my phone number, nothing's changed.
The public meeting, there are what? 68 people here in this room who somehow made it. And if it was on Facebook, I'm guilty of not finding somebody in the office to put it on Facebook.
No, I mean, Village Suit posted it, so we started the Village Suit, but.
My wish was to get the information out to people as soon as possible to stop the bizarre comments that I was hearing.
Office, and it seems to me that we have lost a lot of the civility that I have always loved Thomaston for. And when in the account that I read, when Val mentioned a toxic environment, it seems to me that it's very toxic. I don't think we should try to emulate what's going on in Washington, D.C. I think we should try and be kind and be decent about our communications and how we treat people. And I feel badly that Val is not retiring, that he's resigning. I think it would have been lovely if he chose in a positive way to retire because he was ready to, and not to feel that he had to leave because of the way he was treated. And I'm sorry for that, Val, because I think you've done a great job.
Thank you for your comments.
Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it just should happen. And if there is to be a change, I think there is a proper way to go about it. And it can be civilized and not underhanded and personal and rude and disrespectful. And I think that's what we're seeing happening here. So how do we prevent this from happening in the future? And how do we make sure this never happens again on this board? And how do we stop it from happening?
Good. And when we have, I think this could be a great opportunity, not only for the town, but also for Val, because you can go on and do something that you've enjoyed, or enjoy a retirement, or go fishing, or do whatever you want. You've served the town very loyally for a very long time, and maybe it's time that this town pulled up its big girl pants, or big boy pants, and moved on and started doing the things that we're supposed to do without relying so heavily on it.
Chairman of that board, I made it a requirement to meet with the town manager every week, same day, same time. I also made it a requirement for that town manager to meet with all department heads, same day, same time. The reason being is I want good communication. I wanted to know what the hell was going on in this town, and whatever was coming up, I could deal with it. I'm sorry to say, I don't think that has happened in this town. I think Val came in as position, and I too remember him being a code enforcement officer, and he was promoted to being a town manager. And I think he's done a great job over the years, no question about that. But I think this board and all the previous boards have let him go on his way without providing him any support, any guidance, or any direction. And I think that when we get a new town manager, I would suggest that you guys take more of an active interest in running the town and working with the town manager so this never happens again.